Okay, I gotta be honest. Today was a rough day. Not because I hit max loss, but it's because I made so many trades, so many reckless mistakes, and I'm actually just exhausted. If you're new here, my name is VJ. I'm on the path to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. In these videos, I share my thought processes, my wins and losses to ultimately help you become a better trader. If you want to join me on this journey, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and let's jump into the charts. So many good opportunities here. I just gotta be quick and act. This right here, let me go ahead. I want to hit buy on market into this order block, put a stop right here. So I'm gonna do that actually, and I'm gonna target this. It's like every time I trade, it's like I'm not able to capture my trades because I'm always using limit orders, which I think it is a good thing. So there's a fair value gap right here. There's an order block right here. I'm trying to get filled right here, and I think that's within my risk tolerance. Price isn't going up as aggressively as I would like it to. It's basically just consolidating. Looking at the 15-second, I don't know, there are relative equal lows right here. Order block again. It may honestly just come take me out before it goes higher, so I don't know how comfortable I feel with this guy, so I may actually just close. Yeah, I closed before we got stopped because there are relative equal lows right here. Price could have just come down and not a trade that I feel comfortable with, because normally what would have happened is price hits this order block and then it should go up immediately. The fact it did not reject was the reason I got out, and there we go, would have gotten stopped. So save myself a few ticks. Look at that, price came right into this order block. I think this could be a good area to get short. Went ahead, sold at market, put a stop here, targeting these lows. I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to get a trade. It's not going down as aggressively as I would like it to, and I closed. It's not a good trade. I don't know, I want to get short here. I let FOMO kick in, got short on market, so broke my rule there by using a market order instead of a limit, and I got a worse fill. I guess that is the FOMO kicking in, and I guess I'm like hoping for price to go somewhere instead of actually having a clear plan. I'm gonna try entering in short here on this order block using a limit order. I'm gonna put a stop right above here if I get filled, and then I'm gonna target this gap right here. I notice price is reacting here, but there's no order block or anything for it to do that. Maybe it's hitting the 15-second, which doesn't carry too much weight. Thinking price will go up here, get me in short, putting a stop right here. I'm gonna target this gap right here, and if that happens, that's a 2.75 hour trade, which is I think pretty good. I am in short, stop is right above the order block, and I'm targeting this gap right here. Everything's looking good. It's hitting this order block right here on the 1 minute. Now I need to see it reject lower. Here it's showing some weakness, which is a good sign. It's going lower. I don't know if it wants to go this gap or relative equal lows, but I'm okay getting out at this gap and this order block on the 1 minute. I'm gonna move my stop here because price should not go above this order block, and if it does, it just means I'm wrong. Okay, well, price actually came right into this mean threshold and it is rejecting away, so I may actually go ahead and close this. I close a trade, and this is why. Looking at the 5 minute, price came right into the mean threshold of this and started rejecting higher, so that is not my model. I would have wanted to see it really displace lower, but it was not willing to do that right now, so decided to close. And look at that, I'm glad I did close because price would have come and taken out my new stop out, so I'm glad I was able to see this clue showing that the market was not willing to go lower. Also, look at this, we're just in chop right now, so this is an environment where I would not feel comfortable trading. Glad I got out, and now we're gonna wait until market shows where it wants to go. On the daily chart, I do see this gap right here, which is new week opening gap. I expect price to come here before it starts rallying higher. I see an order block right here on the 1 minute. I want to get short right here, and I'm gonna put a stop right above this, and I want to target this right here because on the 1 minute I do see a breaker, low, high, lower, low, and so I expect price to come into here, so I would probably exit in this general area. If it gets filled, it's gonna be a very tight stop. Oof, missed it by a tick. So close. Darn it. Yeah, literally missed it by 1 tick. So I guess in the future when I'm trading this, I think I should put a limit just 1 tick below to make sure I get filled, and that might help. So I cancel the order. Now let's just say I did actually get filled. I would want to get in here, target right in this area. I got filled right here. The 2 handles worth the risk, but maybe this is just a bad trade. I wanted to enter in on this order block thinking go lower. Now let's see. Looking here, price stopped right at the mean threshold on the 15-second, which is a good sign. It's not as bearish as I would like it to be. If we were trending, it would really displace lower, but it is not. So I'm gonna actually close. The whole point of these order blocks for me to trade is get short here for it to go lower, and it needs to be aggressive and fast, and the fact it was just hanging around here meant it was not a trade for me. So I decided to close it. I want to see how this goes. It looks like 15-second we are bearish, which is a good sign. I want to see how this candle closes. If this closes below this green candle, I'm gonna put in a limit order, get short right here. I'm actually already short. I'm going to target these lows. In the 15-second, we're looking bearish. 1 minute is tanking, which is good. Probably get out at this fair value gap, actually. I noticed this was break. Maybe it's a retest to go higher, but I just want to get out, so didn't feel super confident in my exit down here because that is pretty aggressive. There was a fair value gap, typical break and retest strategy, so whatever. I got out and back to break even.
Hey, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It'll help with the YouTube algorithm and it'll help us share our do's and don'ts with more aspiring traders such as yourself.
It's interesting to see price actually came right to this order block and into this fair value gap. I got out at equilibrium thinking that it may stop right at this fair value gap, but it did come down to this one, so I think I'm happy I got out here even though price did go a little lower. Because the price actually broke structure here. I want to see if there's a fair value gap here I can enter in on. So I'm looking to enter short here, stop here, and I'm going to target this fair value gap right here. May or may not get filled. One more tick. Yep, missed it by a tick again. That is incredible, huh? I am short. It was a bad short. I mean, I want to see it reject from here immediately, but let's see. Looking at the 15-second, came up here. I really do need to see it displace lower. Looks like in the 5 minute actually came into this fair value gap, so it may actually just be a bad short. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. All right, so the reason why I closed is I looked at the 5 minute. Looks like price actually came into this fair value gap. The 5 minute is parent to the 1 minute. Now, based on how this candle closes, I would enter in short right here. Oh, there we go. Looks like I missed my opportunity, huh? Now I would like to get filled here, put a stop above this order block, and then I would like to target this gap right here. One more tick. Perfect. We are in. I'm going to target this gap right here, which coincidentally comes into the CE of the 5 minute. I feel comfortable with this trade. The only problem is price did come into this fair value gap and I may get stopped right here. Good. It is rejecting away, which is a good sign. It's not that aggressive as a displacement, so I'm getting out. Honestly, I should have seen that candle just really tank down, but did not. So maybe it's my lack of patience, or maybe I just need to spend more time to understand how long it takes for candles to displace. But because it wasn't immediate, I decided to get out. Maybe right now it will displace and go down. Yeah, the other reason why I decided to get out, even though it is displacing and it's going where I want to, is because price came into this fair value gap on the 1 minute and it hit this and it showed willingness to go lower. But the fact it came into this fair value gap made me think that we may potentially be more bullish, and so decided to just close out because this wasn't a high quality trade. Look at that. Price came exactly here, and I guess this is a lesson on patience for me. There was an order block. I got short, put a stop right here. I panicked because it wasn't as bearish as I wanted it to be, and it took 1 to basically 3 minutes for price to display slower. I could have re-entered right here. There was another order block and we could have continued going lower. So yeah, this is what happens, right? It's like I need to trust the stop and just let the trade play out unless there's a major alarm bell saying that I am offsides or there's likelihood that I am wrong. But right here, price came exactly to the CE of this wick, so this would be my exit, and that's what I mentioned earlier. But of course, I did not participate in this. We have giant green candles in the 5 minute. Price comes right into this order block and it looks bullish, and so that's why I decided to cancel, and I'm glad I did because it's going up. I want to see how price reacts right here on this order block. I want to sell at market, really do. Super high risk trade, don't recommend it, but I am short. I have 3 ticks of risk, so not crazy, but don't think that was really my model. 15-second, hit the fair value gap. I need to see it really go down, otherwise I'm going to be out. That was just a really bad trade. I don't know why I even did that, but yeah, maybe that's my plan. Just keep scraping a tick here and a tick there, and maybe it'll cover commissions. Just poor execution. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words for why I did that. That was just a really bad trade. Price broke structure. I mean, look for a short entry right here. Let's see if we can get short. I'm aiming to get short on this 15-second order block right here. I moved it down by just 1 tick, you know, learning. Then if I get filled, I'm going to target this order block right here. Looking at the 15-second, I don't want it closing above the mean threshold. If it does, I'm going to be out. Going to get stopped. 1 more tick. We still have 20 seconds on the 1 minute. Looking to see how this closes. Closed 1 tick above the mean threshold, but I think that's fine for right now. Yeah, it's not rejecting as aggressively as I would like it to, so we can go ahead and close. Well, I guess before I could close, I got stopped, but it's okay. It was a small little loss. Price is going down. I want to see if I can get short right here, 44.56. If I get filled, I'm putting a stop right up here and then take profit underneath here. So actually it was probably just a liquidity grab. I'm out. Yeah, price came, just took this out, started going higher. buyer is just chopping around in here. This is where I've lost a ton of money because of all this chop, so I think I'm just gonna call it and just not trade. Jeez, what a day. I made a ton of mistakes and I have to go through and review today's journal. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, check out this playlist.